sick, so this is very hard physically.
Uh-huh.
I say that stroke, but I haven't really had a stroke yet. I have a receipt for this in my pocket. A young man bought it for me named Scotty. I've never met him in my life, but he knew I needed food. He actually spent up to $5 and gave it to me for free. People have been handing things for free, like I'm famous for years. So I give everything away. Today I gave away food I didn't need. Subway food. I don't know who I gave it to, a waitress. She might remember this because I was hungry, but didn't like it. Didn't want it. Turkey 6-inch sub, because that's what I usually eat. And I didn't like it because it's Subway. Stop to watch hockey at Fiesta. There's people who saw me do this. U.S. national team, it's in print right there. Practices there. I asked, is it really the U.S. national team? I always run into them somehow. I saw Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James in Vegas, I don't remember the year, with my dad, U.S. versus Puerto Rico, because I'm from Puerto Rico by birth. My dad is. I'm not by truth. I'm half Puerto Rican. All this is true. The only thing false is the name I gave Frederico Carlini. Okay, there's one. Please hold these and don't lose them. Don't throw them away.
Okay.
Because I'm going to need them in court. Because they're chasing me because I think I'm insane. I stutter and can't get words out when I'm under stress, physical or emotional. And man, I'm under stress because 57-year-old men should not be walking for miles in the dark cold with no water. And I lost my water. Can I get some, please? I'm just asking for water.
Machine over there.
Could you get it, please? And if you got ice, it'd be great.
I don't have any ice.
I dropped mine in the middle of the crossway because I'm trying to cross legally, but sometimes I can't, so I gave up when I stopped the cars in my hand. It would stop or slow because I'm old. I'm 57. We're going on. And it's dark. To walk miles, so it's warm. Can we go cold?
Yeah, I don't have.
I'll take warm. I'll take it. It doesn't taste as well warm, but it's better. You don't have anything that turns into cold? Could you run for cold? You only have warm?
Is the filtered water?
What?
The filtered water.
Can I have some? A cup? Is it free?
Yeah, it's that one.
Well, I'll take this, but I want it cold if you could. But I'll take it this way. Never mind, it's too much a hassle. Can I? Oh, I spilled. I dropped it all on a crosswalk. There's ice still there, but it won't be long, even in this temperature, because it'll melt eventually. It'll take a long time because it's pretty cold out. It'll eventually melt because it's below zero. I don't know how I could say all these things straight. Maybe I should keep them, maybe you, but don't throw them away. Can you put them someplace you'll just forget them and not throw them away?
Okay.
Because some are true and some statements are false, and I put what's true.
Okay.
Reading a piece of paper or write my real name is dangerous, but I can write my real name, date of birth, all true. Got another one? Or any kind of paper that writes something you don't need. Anything you're going to throw away, but don't throw away. Is that the only thing you got?
I can find some other paper.
Could you please? It'd be great, because I can write on it's real, it's letter. Anything paper that you're not going to throw away, but you're not going to expect it again. If I need all that, I'm going to roll over and drop. So I'm going to just give you my real name. If you don't mind, I won't be on my way because I'm really tired if it's okay with you.
Okay.
I'm almost about to take. Is there a chair somewhere in here?
It's right behind you.
That'll work. You don't mind, I'm just really tired.
Okay.
Really, I am.
You can use that. You can use the background.
Great. Real name. Real. True. Here's my real given birth. In fact, my fingerprints are recorded at the county jail. Because I just got arrested for slapping my wife Thursday. County jail. Printed. Arrested. No Miranda necessary in Nevada. That's what they told me. They said about walking too much cops. Or too much cops or law and order. I hate both. My wife can testify. I hate both. Because lawyer, not true always. I'm going to leave just this little thing and I'm going to say it true. Richard Roy Rosario. It's real simple, but they can find me. Because they have my fingerprints at the county jail. I slapped my wife and lost the mark. Everybody will testify that's true. I got jailed for 4 days. They came in and roughed me up, put me in cuffs, threw me in the back. I said water. He said water. He'll never testify. I'm in charge now, and he's drinking in front of me. Oh, you like 5 different F-punch? And I was in an agitated state. I said, no, please turn it down. He kept turning louder. I'm in charge, he said. And he slammed me against the car, but very, very softly, just put my head against it. He didn't try to hurt me, but he was just a little rough with me. Cuffs were too tight, but of course they won't come off. I'll swear all this is true in open court. I was a lawyer in Illinois.
You're listening to the In-Store Audio Network.
JD, 1998. This is enough. BA. Let's see. I got my BA today. The year my grandma died, 1995, I believe. And I got my MA in like 2004 or 5. I used to be a teacher at Carroll Johnston Middle School. All is true, verifiable. Retired before being fired, probably. I can't assume. Was going to fire. I was there, I think, 7 or 8 years. And I probably had at least 7 because I got suspended for racist paper. It's all true. It was something that had to do with, what was it? They had slang that was old. It was from 1970 something. And I got suspended for 2 weeks. We got it down to 1 week suspension. Because I used the union. They're actually useful for something, fairly much. Union won this, negotiated this, and I can't even write. I'm so tired. It's okay if I sit here just because I'm tired. There's nothing illegal wrong with that, except I shouldn't be back here, so how about I come out here when I'm trying to be legal in front of you so you don't lose your job, because I know jobs are hard to come by if you've already had one, especially been fired. Because would you believe I sent letters to every state's attorney in Illinois, resume, every essay, and PD in Illinois. No response to most. I don't know how they're going to find this, but it is verifiable. PDs to new people, no hire. I became close in Decatur. What's DeKalb? No. I'm trying to remember the name of town. Law school said just missed job. Because intern there, they gave it to because they felt loyal. Well, I wish my PD should have known how good it was. So should the SA. I almost had honors. I was in the Herman Frank's office one day. Low GPA, no Spanish, no hire. And you heard me, I don't know Spanish that well. Don't know well. I'm trying to write it as legibly as possible. These are all true. All true facts that are verifiable. True, verifier. Let me see, I gotta write it legibly, it's so hard. I'm so tired. I'm glad you're letting me sit here. Because I'm going under assumed name. And none of this is, some of it's true, but it's hard to get anybody to believe me. Have you ever been thought crazy and nobody believe you? I know it's a movie of the week or something, probably a major blockbuster film, and I'm living it. I wish I wasn't, because I'm so tired. This is a lot to ask, but when do you get off? And then it's not a come on, it's just human necessity. Even could I use your phone for just a second, and I won't hurt it if I don't drop it. I'll try not to. And dial just, oh, I don't even remember a number anymore, except my mom's, and she thinks I'm crazy too. My dad's the one who's insane, but he's just, I said, will he help me to save a life? No, I don't want to. 3 times he said it. And he better testify, but he probably doesn't. He denies everything, even though it's true. My mom was seduced. These are intimate facts by my dad's brother. You know, she won't admit it, but she submitted because she likes sex. All of my children, except my youngest daughter, do, because she saw my all children like sex. 2 celibate by choice. 1 for life, as far as I know. Youngest virgin, as far as I know, because she hates sex. She's afraid she'll get pregnant. This is all true. She's 27 years old. I have twins, 30 and 30 twins, boy, girl. My first kids, the only kids I ever had or knew, I had at what age? Their name is, it doesn't matter. I don't have time for this. Matthew, twin. And this is all true. They're dead. They drowned in a pond because I left them with my wife sleeping alone. I told them not to touch the door. And I believed God would protect them. This is all true. You can find it. Even if everybody I know knows this. I tell it everywhere because I'm in the grief dialogues. 2. It's about to be published. That's proofreading. Self-proofread by authors. Oh man, I'm so dizzy, so I can't see. I'm so tired. What time do you get off?
Do you need some help or something?
No, I just need somebody to ride me, but they can't know who I am because I've been on foot forever. Just a car and a ride, Noah. I can pay you in the future if you give me your address, but right now I have no money because I broke my phone on purpose. I think I threw it away because it started to triangulate. It's near the only theater, outdoor theater in town, next to the outdoor theater. I hid in the bush. This is all true. At 57, almost, I did all this. Hid in the bush by the theater. I met a girl, brunette, pretty, young. She said her brother worked there, but I couldn't be there unless I paid, of course. Pretty young. Age, I'd say between 19 and early 20s. See how good I am at remembering all this? I was a lawyer, but I'm also, they call me a genius, but I don't know what that means because I'm suck at math. In fact, the only C I got, only C, math, transcripts. What year was that? I don't know. Year unknown. 2.5 years, including summer. I went there. My summer attended. So hard to write. I'm so tired and stressed, and I have to do it so fast. But at least I slow down because even if you don't believe me, you're letting me be here. So I give you that much. Human kindness is great. You know, and around Christmas, I've met so many people, but they'll never remember me because I'm unknown. But I might, oh man, I forgot a card. That would have been simple. I could have just left that here, but I had to run. I've got a half-eaten apple. You see this? This was given to me. A young man named Scotty bought me all of this for free, and he said I could have it because I was hungry and cold. Isn't that amazing? I give away, this way I gave a Subway sandwich halfway away to the waitress. I said, here, give it to somebody who needs it. He said, I don't like this food. And I was by the U.S. hockey team. I couldn't believe they were there. They were practicing at that rink at Santa Fe. Not Santa Fe, that's where my wife went. And I have a restraining order with 100 feet by law because I struck her. I didn't mean to. I was in a rage. I even have pictures that show it. I used to have my jail ID, but I lost it somewhere. I could find it, but I don't know where it is. I've lost everything now. I have no money. I'm on the run. I have access to money, but legally I don't. My wife just got a huge inheritance. If you can remember names, I just have to talk now because I can. She has a huge inheritance in over 2 years. My wife didn't let me see. And in a rage, she said, well, I'm going back to 1981. You bought too much pot, and we couldn't afford it because I'm a habitual hooked on medical marijuana, which is legal. I bought my last ounce for $100 because it was on Black Friday sale. My wife is afraid I'll spend it because bipolars are supposed to spend everything. No, I just spend money and give it away because I'm generous. Even with stuff I don't have. Right now, I'd give you this coat and walk out without it, but it would hurt so bad. But if you believe me and you wanted it, I'd give it to you. I'm that insane. And I'm a big Cubs fan. They won in 2016, and I wrote a play called The Cubs Carol. And it was performed live by Ivan. I don't remember his last name. I'll remember it if I can slow down. And Matthew Martello is a good friend. A friend named Richard Humphreys falsely accused him of sexual harassment, or at least touching some young woman. And he says he's a pervert. Well, he's a little bit of a pervert, that he likes to stare at girls unclothed, and he's had them in his plays, and they didn't mind being, like, in underpants. I've even seen an actor played Kurt, man, what's his name? His last name was Hermenning or something like that, and he's gay. And I've seen several plays where he was actually on stage naked because the play called for it. And he's gay and he doesn't mind when people see him. I've worked with several actors. In fact, I wouldn't mind if you saw me naked, but it's gross and you wouldn't be attractive. My penis is really less than the size of a thumb, and it intracts when I'm scared. Right now it's inside my body and I have to pull it out. I'd show you, but it's gross. And then I'm really unerect, this tiny. This is so personal. But you know what? I've embarrassed so much in my life that when I was like in grammar school or between 4th and 8th grade, because we had a school that went only to 3rd in Foxwood Grove. I can barely get this out, but you know, if I sit down, I can talk. You see, when I'm stressed, I stutter, right? Now I'm not stuttering. Why? Because I have rest, food, and you're letting me just chill. If I could just sit here for a while, just tell your manager, I'm 57, I'm really tired, and I've been walking way too far than I should tonight. I've been running a little bit. I was trying to keep up with a man stayed, Scotty. He was going south, I think. It's hard in the dark. He wanted cigarettes. He said he was a little drunk. I don't know, I could smell alcohol in the breath. We live with a girl named Dee, but I only have a first name, and I don't know if it's his real name. Scotty, he said it was his first name, but he goes by Scotty. But how I find him in the dark, how I find with this name. I know we've lived with 2 or 3 women, and he's out in the outs with somebody. Because I used to be a counselor for free. Because I went to the Woodstock Assembly of God, and I preached one sermon from Hebrews. I said, if you keep sinning, you have no hope of being saved. And the pastor cut me off and he said, whoa, we don't believe that here. We believe once saved, always saved, but we kind of believe it. Well, actually, we believe Calvinism, which says you're saved unless you do something to make yourself lost. They're both wrong, because I don't even believe in saved. I don't believe in God. I'm an atheist. I really am. You can see on social media, I always post things against religion on Facebook. Look it up. When they look us up, they'll know it's all true, except the parts I'm willfully lying about. My real name, I wrote it down, Richard Roy Rosario. That's my name. If I had a card, I'd give it to you. Right now, I have a card, but I'm technically unemployed because I don't earn anything to act, write, or sing. Because they don't have everything to pay. Everything's volunteer. I used to work for Edge Online Game Magazine, and I used to do reviews of all kinds. They weren't necessarily good or not, but they loved it because I was free. They paid me nothing. I covered guys playing puppetry of the penis, and they were like 12 inches long, unerect, and they could actually bend their penises. I don't know, they're probably not even here anymore, because one was all from Australia. And the article's in print. I mean, all of this can be verified legally, whether you believe me or not. I don't even believe this is happening to you. This is like a movie, and I'm living in it. I'm on the run because everybody thinks I have severe bipolar. And you saw me, I only stutter when I'm tired and under stress, physical or mental, didn't I? But watch, once I sit down, I can be quiet. Bipolars can't do this. They have to put their hand, because I've done it before. Watch me be quiet easily by will, because I'm so tired. Am I in control of myself right now? But I just sound really weird. I seem to be. Do you believe anything I'm saying? Yep, my name for real. I wrote it down. Do you believe that's my name?
I believe it.
It's scary to give it away because you can identify me as real now. And if the police come, they want to take me to the nut house, basically the mental ward. Because everybody thinks I'm severe bipolar. But all this running taught me, you know why I stutter? Because I'm so tired, I just can't talk anymore. Because it happened to me on a plane from San Juan to Miami. We stayed there a night. This is all true. Was in, I don't know, 2 weeks ago for our anniversary. We stayed in Louisa. Very strange town of Puerto Rico. Mob people there. Honor killings on the beach. This is all true. Neil Downer family dies. This is it's a movie too that I have in my head. It's true. But I can't use his name because he's connected to the mob, but he doesn't want to be because he's the guy who finds out what they're doing. He can't stop it, but at least he knows it's going to happen in front of the house. I can't write anymore. You have to remember whatever you can by, and you have plenty in paper. Just please don't throw it away. Okay. It's really messy. I gave you my first name. It's somewhere there. Richard Roy Rosario gave me a whole name. That's my real name. Okay. I was just arrested 4 days ago for slapping my wife. You can verify this if you call the county jail. They fingerprinted, booked me, and threw me in a cell. And I was locked in there, couldn't get out. All I did was slap my wife in a rage, and I didn't mean to do it. You know why? She's tried to cheat on me 4 or 5 times, and every time she's failed. The last time was a straw. We were here, and she was at Apex, some kind of place, and a man named Richard wanted to fuck her. I have to be vulgar, because that's what happened. And she said, no, I'm married. So finally, against her will, or maybe with her will, he kissed her on the cheek, because he knew it's the only thing he could do. I tried to do this with a blonde girl. Her name is Cindy Whitaker. She's from Utah, and she left back to Utah. She's a Mormon. I don't know. I think she's a virgin, but I don't know. She's like 31. It's a shame in Utah because if you're a Mormon, anywhere a Mormon. And this is true. They believe that when you're married, you and your family go to heaven. You eternally own a planet. They even believe in no, that's Scientology. They believe that we're aliens and that we have these thetans that we need to get off of us. Mm-hmm. I know it sounds insane. Oh, Brian, how about you know about Christianity? Mm-hmm. Jesus was born. He died on a cross. He died allegedly at 33. I don't believe he was real, but his mother was Mary. She was allegedly a virgin, impregnated by the Holy Spirit. True? I read this Bible over 20 to 30 times, page by page, because I was the most insane person. I wore headphones to listen to the Bible on tape. I listened to every preacher I could from TV. I even saw a couple. One is Gorman. I wanted to see Jimmy Swaggart. I thought he was great, but then I found out he was uneducated, full of shit. In fact, he actually prayed for a car, and he claims it started. It wasn't prayer. The car just decided to start. Is God making me eat this apple, do you believe? Or I'm just eating because I want to? I don't see God here. Can he see me? Well, he's supposed to see everything. How about if this is a sin? It's just the original sin. It's supposed to be an apple, but it just says fruit in Hebrew. I know a smattering of Hebrew, but I can barely remember it. I can't write it anymore because I studied it in Bible college. I'm getting tired just talking. Okay, then I'm here, then I'm fired.
You can stay there.
I'm just worried about your job and if you believe any of this. Well, my true name is with you, whether you believe it. I can't believe this has happened to me. It's like a movie. I'm so tired.
Would you like something to drink?
Could I ride with you and get off? Just no questions asked and drop me somewhere warm. I can pick a place. But don't know me if I... And I'm a camera here right now. There's no cameras that can see me. I've been seen on camera. We're in town. I've left my assumed name. But I don't know if they'll throw it away or not.
What's your favorite drink?
Water, because it's healthy, and I love water. I hate anything soda because it makes me thirsty. It's the ingredients. I try to stay away from eggs unless it's egg whites with no yolks. I had some several times. I even ate at Denny's, and I hate Denny's, but I promised I would because they need money, the people that work there. Let's see, I went to the casino, and everybody that I talked to claimed that they were making enough money. They only needed one job, and I don't remember any of the names. But I saw a girl named Jamie, who I've known for years, and I wanted to hug her, but she was too busy. She walked away. I was so astonished she was still there. This is all true. And I'm so tired without my glasses, without my meds. I really need to get... I need something that you have to do, but you have to believe me. And it's so hard to do because you're not authorized. But my pills are behind a locked door in room 110 at the Fiesta Casino Hotel. My parents registered me there for 5 days and they paid for it because I have no money that's access to me because my wife has to be under a restraining order. In fact, I already violated it. You get 25 days in jail if you even try to call her. I tried to call her on my phone, but I threw it away. I think it broke, but they can probably retrieve that I called her through phone records. But I hung up and threw the phone away, and I think it broke. It's in the dark. I just threw it away because it started to triangulate, and I didn't know how to stop it, so I just threw it away and hoped it's real, but nobody will believe this story. I don't even believe what's happened to me. Could I catch a ride with you anywhere where it's warm and just stay in your car for a minute? If you didn't care, are you afraid to do that? Because when I get off, if I could ride with you just anywhere and sit in the car and be warm and stop walking or running, And all I'm asking is human kindness, but you don't know me. I know you. I would be afraid, but I'd probably do it if I really believed somebody, because I'm not nuts. I once said green on a Friday night. We were holding those brand new babies, and you hear pop, pop, pop in the ground. And I did it because I believed in Jesus, and that God would protect me still, even if my kids died, because I got 2 back. Boy, girl, twins, born on August 1st, 1988. My wife almost had no children, because when Michael was born, he ripped